morning, my name is Santiago Mendez Rojas, and today I will explain you a little bit of HTML and of my improvement activity. Well, the structural layer. The structural layer is where you store all the content that the customer want to read or look at your HTML structure. Your HTML, it consists of tags and image, and as you see here, it has a doc type because it is an HTML document, and it also depends a lot of tags. Its an advantage is that it's recognized by browsers, and it also allows the connection with external files or hyperlinks. Well, then we have the styles layer. The style layer is mostly used with CSS, and it contains like instruction of how it be displayed in the web browser. And as you look here, it has CSS stuff, so that shows that it works, and it have things to be with the with the CSS language that said previously. Well, then we have the behavior layer, which is the more common JavaScript. It allows the interaction between more than two web pages, and not only has the JavaScript, because also have this CGI and PHP language. This also this layer is the one which directly acts with the web browser, and which has more to be related with. Then how we have fit the basic structure, which open with a structured tag, with a HTML document tag. Then you need to use this one, the HTML, because that way we know that it's an HTML document. Then you need to put head and not header, because header is no one. That's not good. Then your title, your head, your body, and then you always need to close the tags that are open, or that is going to be like, what's going on here, man. And obviously you need to lastly to close their HTML document, the HTML tag. Well, heading, paragraph, list, image, tables, links. Well, first of all, we have the head. The head is to cite titles and subheadings, and as you see here, we have the H1 or the heading 1, in other words, right? And this is the most common use for a big head. If you want to attract if you want to like a catchy title, and the biggest one, you should use this, because it's as you see, the biggest one. A subtitle could be these ones or these ones, and the title are going to be this one of here. This is also similar to the tag title, but you can also use this one. It's not that will not affect your web page, and nothing is going to explode and nothing like that. Well, the paragraph, you need to do the p tag, and then close it obviously, and here you're going to paste your paragraph or your information. And it also, it's like rarely to say that the p tag makes bigger line, the line and information than the vr tag. And then it's like, this is like how it's going to be. It's simply at all. Then image. For example, I have a cubic root image. I save it, and now I want to open in an HTML document, and just to use this structure. This is like how I save my image, or how it was in the browser when I copy and where I take it, and then I just use this, and all is going to be fine. It's going to appear in my HTML document and that stuff. Well, the table. Then when you use a table, you need to use this. You first of all use table, the T body, which it's the body of the table, is the opening of what's going on be here, and then use TR, which is the row, and then in TD you are going to this, which is the cell, you put the information. That's how this is weak example, but we are going to use it, which here you can appreciate the 1, the 2, then you close, and this is going to be the first row. Then you create another row and put the information 3 and 4, and lastly, well, you close here, you close your you put slash body here and slash table to finish your table, right? Then we have links. Well, the links is when you want like to be more creative with your web page, and it's very easy because you just need to like put the web page here, and if you it's going to be like someone I will click it last thing that I will do, because I don't want to spend time, but it's like something that it will be you here put like the word that you want to see here, like it, well, you captured it. Then you have the list. You open it with the UL tag, and here you have a space to the bullet points, the 3 points of the list. For example, this one is very nice, and you should recognize it. The show address, give me a 100, and you will live forever. It's a good example. I love it. You should love it too. Then you obviously need to close it and close the list check, and that's like how you create a list. If it's going to be bigger, so you are going to use more of these ones, and then you will close it lastly. What semantic structure? The semantic structure isn't like the best, isn't more of the plain meaning content of the HTML, because it's more a conjunction with the CSS. But although we can find a lot of those, such as these ones, which are also a semantic structure tags, which are footer, header, figure, main, mark, and all those. But the span div is that the span is like an inline element, and the div is a block element that is used for larger group chunks of code, and the span is used for like last chunks elements of words. And well, these are my reference. Thank you a lot. Please recognize my effort doing this.